Hello YouTube, I wanted to do a series of videos on what you can do to still prepare yourself to be a comprehensive outdoors person and practice with respect to hunting and fishing while we're all on this lockdown for COVID-19. I don't know where you live, but here in Washington, they've shut down all fishing, and that's to keep people from congregating at certain popular spots. Like we have some fisheries where there's a hatchery nearby and lots of people are fishing shoulder to shoulder. We have a lot of people going to the beaches, so they shut it all down. I wish they'd have just shut down selective fisheries, but they shut it all down because the ultimate social distancing for me is to get into my pontoon boat and go into the middle of a lake where there's nobody else, and I'm hundreds and hundreds of yards from anybody on the shore. So I wish that's what they did, but they didn't. So anyway, back to the video. There's a couple things that we can do to help us become a better hunter. And one of them is practice with our shotgun and our rifle. And you can do this safely indoors, and it will help you be a better shot. And not only should you do this when you're on lockdown and quarantine, but you can do this anytime. But now happens to be a particularly good time to do this. So let's get started. Okay, what I have here, you've seen this before. This is my Beretta Gold Label 12 gauge. Let's make sure it's safe. I just checked it. No shells in there, no shells in there, no shells in there. Safe to operate. So one of the drills, I actually took a lesson from a professional shotgun coach. And one of the drills that he had me do was, in your bedroom, you want to look and find the corner of a room. So for example, if we come over here, you can see right there, there's the corner of my room. You see where the ceiling and the two walls come together, and they form that corner. That's what you want to look at. And so one of the drills you can do is go into your bedroom or into any room that's safe and that you're pointing the shotgun in a safe direction. Make sure the bolt's open, and this is going to help you in two ways. In the first video, we talked about how when you mount your shotgun, you want your sight picture to always be the same with respect to how much rib you see. The second thing is, are you pointing the shotgun where you think you're pointing it? So one of the drills is you start your shotgun at the ready position, you affix your eyes on that corner, you close your eyes, you mount your shotgun, you open your eyes. And now you're looking for two things. The first thing is my sight picture the same as it was before, and it was before the time before that, and it was before the time before that, and is it the correct sight picture? And then the second thing you're looking at is how far away from that point, that intersection of those three walls, is the bead? Am I pointing the gun where I think I'm pointing? And so this is a great thing to do. You can do this 10, 12 times, put the shotgun down, come back to it 10, 12 times, and it really helps train your gun, your eye and your mount, right? Really helps train you. So let's do another one. Close my eyes, mount the gun, check my sight picture. That's a little bit off, and I was a little bit to the right, so that wasn't a very good one. Okay, stare, close my eyes, mount the gun, open my eyes. Okay, that was a good one. So sight picture was correct, I was right on the corner. Let's do it again. Close my eyes, mount the gun, open. Okay, that was another good one. All right, the second drill you can do with your shotgun has to do with the line across the top of the wall where the ceiling and the wall come together. And you can practice that as being a bird flying in a straight line. And one of the drills is you put your eyes in the corner and you're going to start to move from left to right, or you can put your eyes in the corner and start to move from right to left. But what you're going to do is slowly move your eyes along the edge, mount the shotgun, follow through, and swing, right? Might look more like this. And make sure you are twisting your body, not just your arms, right? Keep your face down, stay mounted to the shotgun. So, move my head, mount. Move my head, mount. And see if you can stay on that line or close enough to it. So those are two drills you can do with your shotgun while you're stuck inside that'll help you be a better bird hunter. Let's talk about the next. All right, for you deer hunters or antelope hunters or elk hunters, this is another drill that you can do. This is my Tika 7mm mag with the synthetic, actually not synthetic, it's laminated stock in gray. I got a Zeiss HD scope on it, and I got a stainless barrel. This is my main hunting rifle. I use this for pretty much any big game I'm gonna hunt. Sometimes it's a little too much for if I'm shooting a white-tailed doe, but for those big muleys and elk, it's about perfect. Anyway, so you can see, open, nothing in the magazine, nothing in here is completely safe. And most people say you can dry fire a rifle without hurting it, a center fire rifle, and that's true. I've dry fired this hundreds of times. Some people like to use a snap cap. I have those also. You can use a snap cap, but one of the things that you can do in your off time, since we're locked inside right now, this is not a speed drill, but we're still going to use that corner, or we're going to use some tiny object on the wall. I'm going to have my scope dialed down to low power as I can. Right? I'm going to rack it, and this is an off-hand drill where I just lift, I focus on the target, and what I want to do now is just focus on maintaining the crosshairs exactly where I want them, controlling my breath, and squeezing with just my finger, not gripping it, not gorilla grabbing it. We don't want to pull this off, but taking all of yourself out of the equation except the meat part of your finger and snapping that trigger. That's going to help you be very accurate, whether you're shooting offhand, prone, or from sitting. So find your target, get in your right stance, pretend you're taking an offhand shot uphill, control your breath, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Do it again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. So military people who shoot rifles for a living do lots and lots and lots of dry fire practice. And I've done lots and lots of dry fire practice, and it's helped me get more confident and to know exactly when my trigger is going to break. You'll hear people say, when you shoot a rifle, you want to be surprised by the gun going off. And that's probably true for most people who are beginners, but people who shoot the same rifle over and over and over again, and especially when you talk to military level people who use rifles, they are so comfortable and confident and know their rifle. They know exactly when it's going to break. They know the exact pressure. They know the moment right before it's going to break. So although when you're starting and you're trying to be as accurate as possible, having the trigger break and having it be a surprise is okay. But I've done this so much now, I know exactly when it's going to break. And I'm not particularly recoil sensitive, so that doesn't bother me. But anyway, that's tool schools of thought. I think this is a great way to practice. You can also do it sitting. You can also do it prone, and you can put a target up on a door, maybe a tiny, tiny, tiny little target on a door 25 yards away or maybe 12 yards away in your house. Look down the hallway, make sure nobody's home, it's all safe. Of course, the gun's going to be safe. And then again, trigger control, breath control, right? One more time. All right, give that a try. Dry firing will make you a better hunter.